Hi everybody from a spooky evening in Skyrim. I'm at a brand new mod called Shades of the Rift, and to call it a house mod is just not doing it justice. She's just here. Take no notice. I'm starting in the dungeon that leads to the cellar of the home. Which is just... no, not through there. That's where I came from. Here it is. Just up here. That gives you access to the cellar, and to get here I can't even tell you what I've had to go through. Machiavellian traps, monsters of all kinds. If you're not fond of spiders, bad luck, honestly. It was fabulous. I loved it. I've had the most marvellous time, and I haven't actually finished with it yet either, because there are 3 quests that come with this home. This one is kind of optional, but, you know, I'm a nosy Parker and I was desperate to give it a go. Look at that. Beautiful banner. And so, obviously, doing that has led me through all sorts of different types of dungeon. There are loads of different kinds here. And now it's full of these people. I'm not going to give you any spoilers at all because I really don't want to spoil it for you. But just suffice it to say that there's a lot of fun to be had in here, and I'm not done with it yet, so it's absolutely brilliant. It's the best fun I've had in a dungeon, you know, from a mod for a very long time, if ever. So now to the home. Actually, just before that, I just want to show you this part of the dungeon. I was so impressed when I came in here. It is absolutely awesome. There is so much to this mod. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so the house, it's absolutely charming. I'll show you where we are on the map. But just here, there's Riften over there, and it sits slap bang on Sindal's mod, Riverview Cottage. So if you have that installed, which I did, then they clash horribly. You'll only be able to have one or the other. When you get here, when you first discover this place, just outside the gate here you'll find a for sale board, but it's not actionable. You can't buy it. You have to look around the estate first, which is in a right 2 and 8. It's not very salubrious at all. It's all overgrown and a bit meh. There's a little campsite out here in the garden, which was a bit weird, but it all becomes clear once you investigate further. One spoiler, here it comes. In the satchel there, just above the safe, you'll find a note, and that will lead you to... where did it lead me to? It seems like ages ago now, and it was only, it's only earlier today. To the Temple of Mara. It'll cost you 8,000. And then, when you get back, you'll find a young woman has taken up residence at that camp in your garden. You need to get her on side, and she will become basically your friend stroke house steward, and she'll fight for you and protect the grounds, and she'll also chivvy the house up and the grounds up. She really makes it very lovely. Unfortunately, you're stuck with her, I'm afraid. So if you don't like NPCs in your home, then bad luck, because she's not going anywhere. She's moved in, dude. So as you can see, the grounds are fab. They are so nice. Gorgeous views. There's a grain mill there, protected from the weather. My roofs are purple because I've got the Riften roofs recoloured. So quite a lot of the gardens are actually quite bare. But if you've got Cryman's mod installed, the Khajiit Rito Kalshan mod, then obviously I can conjure up my own flowers and I can fill all this in. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. So, there's a stable, and your horse, who now has a saddle. She didn't have one previously. But as you go through the quest, all sorts of things open up. There she is. Aya. Aya. She looks after the place. So, with this mod also comes... I haven't done anything about it yet, but it also comes with some new recipes, apparently. I don't think it's these ones.
I love the scenery around here. It's beautiful.
Yeah, she does talk quite a lot. So I haven't actually experimented at all with any of the new recipes. Let's just move away. And so here you've got a whole bunch of new plots. I did start planting up and then I went down to the dungeon and haven't got back to it yet. A cozy cottage, and I love the little sign on it. Look at that, that is so nice. And a beautiful fountain. I mean, there's so much to love about this. And as you go through the quest line with her, the whole place just comes alive. You have a fish hatchery and a little boat. I haven't actually been back here to check to see if this boat travels. I'm assuming it doesn't. No travel options with the home. It's cool that the spider and the bunny are both, you know, getting along well. So, that's pretty much it for around about the outside. There are a couple of chickens. And the weather's about to turn, so we'll go indoors. But around the outside here, there's access to the cellar there. Actually, I'll show that to you now. Start at the bottom and work our way up. So, when you first get this place, you can light the candles. Not all of them immediately, actually. Some of them I couldn't. And it was only as I worked through the quest line that all this decoration suddenly appeared, like the wash basin and the washcloth, the little vases of flowers and things. And I love the fact that the walls are stucco and not brick. That is awesome. And all the Dwemer workings. So there's room for kids as well as... I mean, one of the... Aya will live in here, and presumably Inigo can sleep in the other bed. You've also got a full indoor smithy and a whole bunch of weapons. That is a gorgeous looking bow, isn't it? Really nice. I will just show you though, as you're going through the quest, through the Tunnel of Love and doing the quest relating to that, you'll also come across extra goodies in there too, like Dravissa's bow and a whole bunch of arrows, as well as multiples and multiples of weapons and armour of all kinds in that dungeon. It's actually really awesome. Warning, traps. Oh my god, it's trapped to filth. You're gonna need to be pretty good at spotting these things, and also at lockpicking, because you are going to be tested, dude. So this is fabulous. There's literally storage for everything in this place, and I really like it. There's also auto sorting. Check it out, which you can enable or disable, and I know a lot of people love auto sorting, so that's handy. Also handy that you know, if you don't use it or you don't care for it, you don't have to have it. That is brilliant. Just putting that shield right there, like it's being worked on. You know, some of the details in here, as it was springing to life each time I came back to have a look to see how she was getting on, I was getting more and more tickle pink with it. Really, it's excellent. So, needless to say, you have all the normal crafting stations, and also have a look at the mod page because it will show you what you can store here for the unique items. Also recipe storage, beautiful ingredient storage, really looks nice. Scroll storage, potions and poisons. Okay, so this trapdoor, Tunnel of Love, requires the key that I don't yet have because I haven't found it in the dungeon yet. You'll see there's a toggle there, so you can just make this a static item, so you no longer get the option to open it once you're done with the dungeon. There's also a book here. What's that button for? Where the mod author tells you if you have any issues with family moving in, just read the book. may not actually, you probably won't have an issue. I don't have kids anyway and never marry or have children in my game, so I just didn't even look at that. Oh, some stones as well. And here's your kids' room. Lightable fireplaces. That is cool. A toilet of sorts. Hmm. So, room for a couple of kids. And there's some really nice artwork in this house as well. Look at that gorgeous bunny. I love all the Dwemer plumbing everywhere. That is so cool. And that tapestry back there. And do you know, this mod is so well thought through. You'll be absolutely stunned. I'm sure you'll be thrilled if you do download it. There's so much detail. Here's your cooking pot. And there are books displayed, prepared by the mod author and displayed throughout the home. And they are funny. He has a great sense of humour. I have really enjoyed reading all of the books. I've left them there just to remind myself to tell you about them. There's a book about the horse, and she is, you know, a bit more souped up, a bit better than normal. Mannequins. Picture of the home, which is just brilliant. Bits and bobs chest. See, I say bits and bobs all the time. I'm assuming the mod author is British. You have all your shrines. You have an indoor oven as well as the outdoor oven. Oh, got a floating candle. It's a goblet.
I am standing in the home of a hero.
Yeah, Inigo loves it here. He's told me that half a dozen times. So how nice is this? The table sprang to life with all this decoration. Butter churn. So the house, as you can see, is actually quite modest. There's a whole bunch of keys on here. And yes, you can turn on and off your candles. Nice comfy bed for you. Now, the only thing that really sort of struck a bum note with me is having my bed right next to my dining table. I would really like to have another room for that. You know, just a little separate room for my bedroom. I'd rather have that downstairs with everybody else's than in here. Also, no, no, not right next to my fireplace in my front room where everyone can see me. That is not cool. That's just not my bag at all. But I guess we should be grateful that at least there is one, so, you know. Like that, look at that. So many nice details in this place. So there's also a welcome book, which you'll find over there on the chair. It seems to have fallen off, or I've picked it up, I'm not sure. I might have picked it up actually because I was being a bit dumb at first about how to start the third quest. So it's probably in my inventory. And as you go down through the dungeon, you will find inside quite a lot of the chests, there are notes from the mod author. So, and you get skill ups from reading a lot of these. This one, for example, gives you some recipes for potions, which is really handy. But there's a whole bunch of them, and some of them are just, you know, like here, for example, rubbish. I opened up a chest. That was good work with the locks. It's a real shame I didn't leave anything except an old sword for you. There's quite a few of those kind of comical things, which is just great because, you know, it's quite tense, isn't it, when you're fighting your way through mobs. But it's nice to have that bit of light relief. Don't you go attacking my chickens. Are you going to live in here in the... Are you going to live with the chickens now? I've just sent him home just to see where he'd go. Okay, well, as long as they don't mind, that's fine. He'll probably help with any predators that come along. Apparently he's a bit of a dragon killer, according to the mod description, so we'll see. We did have a dragon attack actually not that long ago here, so you know. But just finally, continuing around the outside, don't be disheartened when you see it in its initial state, because like I say, as you go through the quests, it all starts becoming absolutely beautiful. And it's a mod that I'm going to keep actually because I really like it. I don't always keep them all, but this is really fabulous. I also want to get back in that dungeon because I need to find the key to the cellar. I've also got some more bits of armour and stuff to find. And I haven't, you know, to make a full set because there are several different sets available. And wow, there is a lot. There is such a lot. There's crafting recipes, there's new food, there's all sorts that I still need to investigate. So I will be doing that, and I can only recommend this to you if you want to spend a whole day actually, because it will take you that long in real time, not Skyrim time, investigating, doing these quests, and just having fun with it.
How far does a person walk in an average lifetime? How many steps does it take to reach their final destination, I wonder?
It's going all deep on me. Okay, well, I'm going to leave you for now with that beautiful view of the home. I may well do an update later on, actually, depending on how, you know, I get on, if there is that much more to talk about, because there may well be so far as the dungeon goes, but I really don't want to. The mod is so new, I don't want to give you any spoilers now. So enjoy. I hope everybody's keeping well and safe, and I will see you soon for the next one.